We had another wild week in the NFL. Let's recap all the nonsense and craziness that happened in week 3. We'll start off with Thursday night football, where my New York Jets beat the fucking dog shit out of the bum-ass Patriots. What a beautiful, beautiful win. The defense looked unbelievable. Finally, they were able to stop the fucking run. It was a miracle. They looked competent for the first time this season. Defense plays like this consistently, Jets win games. Please, defense, please, just continue to lock down and lock up. You will find success. As for the offense, Rodgers looked amazing. The Jets looked amazing. We have a dynamic offensive attack, right? Hall is a monster. Allen is a monster. Lazard is playing well with Rodgers. Wilson is him. Rodgers can spread the love, give the ball out to everybody, and we will have a competent offense as well. Great win, Jets. Great win. I am over the moon for this one. Excited as hell. Good shit. Good win for the Patriots. We have a long week now, but get ready for the Broncos this week. It's going to be a tough one. Next game, Chargers versus the Steelers. Shit game, as we all expected it to be. It was slow, it was boring, it was running heavy. Chargers didn't look as good as you would expect them to for the most part. However, I do think prior to getting injured in the game, Herbert was really, really banged up. And then obviously in the game, he got hurt to the point where bro literally had to be taken out of the game. Steelers played well. Defense did its thing again. But similarly to last week, Justin Field Goals is not that good. And he's playing just well enough to win. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Steelers are winning because of how good the team overall is playing. The Steelers are winning because they're controlling the time of possession. They control the pace of the game. And most importantly, the defense sets the tone. They have yet to play an offense which has been comfortable. If Herbert and the Chargers can't get comfortable, then Steelers are going to win this game. And they're going to continue to use the same strategy in every fucking week. Because why not? Let TJ Watt wreak havoc. Let the defensive line eat. You have a great line. You have a great linebacking crew. You have great secondary. The defense is stacked. I don't know at what level Steelers will be able to maintain this type of success for as long as they can. But hey, they are 3-0. They look good. And I can see them beating a lot of good teams with this style of defense. Chargers, it was a bit of a setback. Your biggest concern should be Herbert right now. Because if Herbert's injured, you're fucked. Your season's over. I don't think Chargers should necessarily reapproach how they strategize in these games. I like the fact that they're very running heavy and take the load off of Herbert. But I wouldn't be afraid to let Herbert loose a little bit and let him sling the rock, let him cook, let him make some plays for you. Not much to say for this game. Good win, Steelers. I still don't know if you're frauds or not. I feel like you are, but with a defense like that, I don't think you could be frauds since you clearly lock down everybody you play. But let's see what happens when they play a much stronger offensive team. How Steelers are going to match up. Chargers, you better pray Herbert's all right. Next game, we have the Broncos versus the Buccaneers. What an embarrassment here. Who in their right mind would have thought the Broncos are going to go into Tampa Bay and just beat the dog shit out of the Buccaneers? It wasn't a close game. It was a fucking blowout. Buccaneers got shit on, absolutely shit on by the trash ass Denver Donkeys. Bo Nix actually looked like a competent quarterback. The Denver defense actually looked pretty fucking good. Look, I don't think this is a fraud check. I don't see the Buccaneers as being frauds. I view this more as a any given Sunday type of game. Broncos outplayed the Buccaneers here. For whatever reason it was, Buccaneers were underprepared. They underestimated the Broncos. Whatever it was. Baker played horrible. The offense played horrible. Everybody on this Buccaneers team played horrible. Are they frauds? No, they're not. They just beat the Lions. They're coming off a big win against Commanders in week 1. Buccaneers are going to be just fine. Broncos got lucky here. I don't want to say they got lucky, but it's an any given Sunday type of game. We can't overreact to one big loss. Okay, Broncos pull off the upset. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What's going to happen next week? Tampa's most likely going to win their game. I'm not sure who they're playing, but it'll be close or they'll win. And Broncos will more likely than not lose in typical Bronco fashion. Shitting their pants. Knicks with a bunch of incompletions, interceptions. Defense gets absolutely bullied and the ball gets shoved down their throats like it always does. Good win, Broncos. Enjoy it because there won't be many of them. But this was not a fraud check game. This was an any given Sunday type of game. Next game, Packers versus Titans. Oh my God. How do the Packers keep on murdering me? I like the Packers. Prior to the season, I actually liked the Packers. I'm not betting on the Packers since Malik Willis is their starting quarterback. And 2 weeks in a row, they absolutely dog-walked their opponent, especially on the ground. This week, they murdered Tennessee. Now, we're going to get into Tennessee and what Tennessee is. But goddamn, Packers, what the fuck? Week 1, I bet on you guys lose. Week 2 and 3, I bet against you guys fucking win. With Malik Willis as quarterback. Malik Willis revenge game is insanity. Packers have a monster team. The defense is good. The run game is good. When Jordan Love is back and fully healthy, this team is terrifying. Terrifying. If I am in the NFC, I am shaking in my boots because Packers are coming and they're coming hard. Good shit, Green Bay. Great team. Great win without Love. Let's see what happens if you have to play a good team without Love. But if Love is playing, I got my money on Green Bay. Green Bay looks great. I mean, they look great. Not the offense, whether it's running or even throwing, right? Malik was making some fucking passes this week. I think the game opened with like a 30-yard completion. Malik looked actually decent. Now, it was a revenge game. He wanted to get revenge. He did. But good shit, Green Bay. You burned me 3 times now, but good shit. You guys look fucking good. Well-deserved win. Good fucking win. And I'm hyped for this team for the rest of the season. Tennessee Titans are a disgrace to the NFL. Will Levis, for 3 weeks in a row, has created a stupid-ass meme in which this fool just looks so goofy, and I just can't wrap my head around it. He's like a shit quarterback with decent intangibles. It's so weird. But I'm done betting on this Tennessee team. I know this is the second time I'm saying this. I know. I'm done. If I ever bet on Tennessee again, you guys better slap me in the face. Because I don't know why I keep betting on these fools every time. And they just lose. It's not even like it was a close game. 14-30 is an embarrassment. You got shit on, Tennessee. You got absolutely shit on. Rebuild the entire franchise. Burn the whole building down. Will Levis belongs in a fucking mayonnaise factory, not on an NFL football field. Let's move on to the next game. Eagles versus Saints. Again, what a sloppy game. It's like the battle of the fraud, the battle of the shit, and Eagles look horrible the entirety of the game. They really did. But all of a sudden, boom, Saquon pops off for a touchdown, game over. I mean, it essentially was. When Saquon got that big run, I knew it was over. Eagles did not play good. Eagles got bailed out by the fact that Derek Carr came back to life. Derek Carr, without any expectations, is prime Brady. Derek Carr with expectations is fucking Nathan Peterman. Like, it's unbelievable. The day I'm like, I'm going to believe in the Saints, they lose like a fucking loser that they are. I knew the Saints are overrated. I knew the Saints are frauds. Derek Carr is not a good quarterback. That's the predominant issue on this team. You have a solid roster. O-line is good enough, right? You have Kamara in the backfield. You have a wide receiver 1 in Olave. Good tight ends, good passing game in general. Derek Carr is not good. I'm going to keep preaching it and preaching it and preaching it. He will be the reason why Saints lose these type of games. Think about this game. Eagles looked shit. Eagles looked like shit the entirety of the game. They scored 15 points. Eagles did. Saints put up 12. 12! Derek Carr plays a little bit better and a little bit less sloppy. Saints win this one with ease. And they cover as well if they win. Again, both teams better look themselves in the mirror, especially Philly. Nick Sirianni needs to get fired. The man is not a good coach. He makes boneheaded decision after boneheaded decision. I don't know what his logic is. I don't know what his intent is. It's strange. He has a very weird personality. The Eagles players are popping off and shit. I know like Jalen Carter is going bananas and shit. But, you know, when's Jalen Carter not going bananas on and off the field, right? Weird dynamic in Philly. It's brewing. I'm telling you. I can feel the bullshit is brewing in Philadelphia. And it's only a matter of time or one bad loss to like the Giants or something like that from just a complete explosion in Philly. Get your head in the game, Philly, because I'm not that hyped for how you guys have played at all. Even though you're 2-1 and could easily be 3-0. But defense did its job this week, which it couldn't do last week. But again, Derek Carr is a fucking bum and he's overrated. Saints, you better prove to me you're fucking good because as of right now, I still think you're frauds. Next game, Giants at the Browns. Holy shit. The New York Football Giants exposed Deshaun Cosby. Now, I know the offensive line for the Browns played horrible. That was the reality. They cost them the game. Giants defense was feasting all day. Sack after sack after sack. And Browns offense could not get anything going. The defense played well enough, but the offense just like they looked so bad. They looked so bad. And what are the Browns gonna do? They're stuck with Cosby. They're stuck with him. He's gonna be their quarterback this season. He's gonna be their quarterback next season. And he's gonna be their quarterback the season after. Because the contract is structured in such a way that Browns cannot cut him. It's gonna be too much of a salary cap hit to cut him. So you either have to play him or trade him. And guess what? Nobody is trading for this guy. He sucks and he has so much baggage with him. It's insane. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if another fucking allegation comes out against this guy based on how bad he's playing. Browns are going to have to make up allegations to get this guy out of the fucking NFL. Giants. Is Daniel Jones actually decent? Like, Daniel Jones played very well. Very, very well. 2 weeks in a row. DJ, I gotta give you credit. You were running well. You were throwing well. Making the right reads. Giants offense actually looked really, really good. Now, the key to this Giants offense, which they have found a diamond in the rough, maybe not even in the rough, they've just found a diamond as it is. Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is a superstar and will be a superstar. This guy is clearly him. He just has this ability to get any ball. Any ball. He's able to stretch. He's able to jump. He's able to make the play no matter what. He has been the key to the Giants' offensive success all 3 weeks. And this game, the game winner, not the game winner, but like the person who you can credit for winning this game, besides obviously Jones because he's the quarterback, is Neighbors. Neighbors carries this offense on his back. And now it seems like that Daniel Jones has this big wide receiver one that he could rely on. That's all he needs. That's all he needs. Because all he's got to say is, fuck it, Neighbors out there somewhere. Throw it up, and Neighbors is going to make the play. Good shit, Giants. I like this Giants team now. And now that I've seen that the offense is capable of being good, and the defense is the defense as it was, y'all team better watch out, because Giants are coming. They're playing Cowboys on Thursday night this week, and I can't wait for that game analysis because I think I like the Giants. But it's early. This isn't a prediction video. Let's move on. The Houston Texans getting absolutely embarrassed by America's team, America's quarterback, Sam fucking Darnold. What? I knew Vikings were going to win this game. I had the Vikings. I've had the Vikings the last 3 weeks in a row. Not like this, though. 7-34 is a complete beatdown. This Vikings defense, which is meh, made C.J. Stroud look stupid. Look absolutely fucking stupid. I got to give him credit where credit's due. Obviously, the Minnesota offense is what led this team to the win, but the defense playing as well as they did was the key to success. Vikings are 3-0. The Vikings are 3-0, and they look like not only a serious threat in their division, forget about the division, they look like a serious threat in general. Darnold is having an amazing year. Bro is the MVP at this point. I mean, he really is the MVP up until this point. Keep playing the way you're playing, and I'm going to be happy. I'm going to keep betting the Vikings as long as they keep playing like this, because goddamn, who's beating this team? Offense looks great, defense looks great, and they have great coaching. Great coaching. O'Connell's a great coach. Texans, it's not a fraud check. They've played poorly their first 2 weeks as well. This game just exposed some of their flaws. Again, I'm not worried about this Texans team as long as C.J. Stroud is throwing the ball. If C.J. Stroud is under center, Texans are good. They need to regroup a little bit. They can't let this loss discourage them. But I'm definitely not worried about Houston. C.J. Stroud, once he gets going, it's over for the league. I love Houston still. It was a bad loss, but I'm not concerned at all. Next game, the battle of the shit, Bears versus Colts. I don't know where to start with this game. Who won? Nobody won this game. It was both losers. Colts won on paper, but what did they really win? Anthony Richardson played horrible. The only bright spot of this Colts team was Jonathan Taylor. Now. Bears defense are really good. They really are. I'm not going to take away any credit from them. They played up to the standard they've been playing and limited Anthony Richardson. Yeah, Taylor had a couple big runs, played very well, but at that point, the Bears defense was gassed and the offense couldn't do anything. Colts are still garbage. They're 1-2 now, so they didn't start 0-3. Lucky them. But this offense needs a regrouping because somehow, some way, the offense we saw in week 1 against the Texans is nowhere near the offense we saw the last 2 weeks. Anthony Richardson needs to get his head in the game. I don't know what happened, but shape the fuck up. Bears. I know you guys are expecting the Caleb hate and stuff like that. But I'm not going to give Caleb any hate. Did he play shit this game? Fuck yeah, he did. He played horrible. He looked horrible. But offensive line is clearly an issue. Caleb is continuously getting beat up. And he has no time to operate in this pocket. This loss was 1,000% on the offensive line. Offensive line looks so bad, probably the worst in the league. And if they keep playing like this, Bears aren't winning shit. They're not. If they played up to their standard a bit, I think Caleb would have got the job done. Do I think Caleb's a good quarterback? No, I don't. With an offensive line or without an offensive line, he's still shit. But with this garbage offensive line of the Bears, he's just abysmal. Two shit teams that won't do anything. I'm done talking about this Bears versus Colts game. It was abysmal. Speaking of abysmal, the Dolphins versus the Seahawks. I took away nothing from this game. What did I take away from this game? Skylar Thompson's trash. Dolphins have no quarterback play. Now they really need to sign a quarterback. Ryan Tannehill is their only option. Desmond Shitter, maybe. But again, there's a reason his name is Desmond Shitter. So, Dolphins, you need a quarterback, and maybe then I'll be able to give you a proper evaluation. But a 3-point performance with Skylar Thompson, what's there to say? Horrible. Same thing with Seahawks in the sense that, like, they played a team with no quarterback that literally could not do anything. Good win, Seahawks. Okay, you're 3-0. You've played the Broncos, you've played the Patriots, and you've played the Dolphins without their starting quarterback. Most fraudulent 3-0 of all time. I don't know who they're playing next week, but if they're playing a good team, fade the fuck out of Seattle because they have a fraudulent wins up until this point, and once they play the good teams, they will get dominated. Nothing impressive about this game for either team. Okay, Seattle won. Big deal. They played a team with no fucking starting quarterback. Let's move on. The Carolina Panthers versus the Las Vegas Raiders. What did I say? I knew that the Panthers organization was going to be revitalized by the Red Rifle, whatever the hell his nickname is. Andy Dalton came in and said, Bryce Young, you are a bitch, you are a midget, and you are trash. 36 points. Andy Dalton looked unbelievable out there. The fucking Panthers are actually capable of winning games. They are going to win a couple of games this year. Andy Dalton just needs to continue to play this game manager role. And if he plays the efficiency of the game manager, the run game will open up. The pass game will be effective. They will score points. Are they going to score 36 every week? Probably not. But put it like this. They scored 36 on a Raiders defense, which is pretty good, man. I like the Raiders defense. They really are. They shut down Baltimore last week. And look, Panthers put 36 in their heads. I am so excited for Andy Dalton. I hope he revitalizes his career. And I really hope that Vegas continues to underrate the fuck out of Carolina because of how piss poor their first two performances, so I can continue to cash in, because I guarantee Panthers are going to pull off some other bullshit upsets later in the season, because Panthers actually have a competent team. Good shit, Carolina. Good shit. Raiders. This was a trap game for you. I still have faith in the Raiders. I knew it was a trap. They fell into the trap. They lost. Fine. 1-2 coming off a win against Baltimore. Blah, blah, blah. Gardner is a weird quarterback. I still don't know if Gardner is good or not. And until I can tell you if Gardner is good or not, that's when I can tell you how well the Raiders play. Besides that, I have nothing more to say. Good win, Carolina. You made my pockets a little fatter. Good shit. Next game, Lions versus Cardinals. I shit the bed in this game. I did. I had Cardinals. They played well. I think the defense played much better than the offense. I think Kyler played horrendous. And this game, he was making throws that last week and the week prior he never would have made. The Lions defense clearly had him flustered, and he couldn't find his receivers. Carlton Davis played well against Marvin Harrison Jr. or whoever he was guarding up against. Overall, Lions had to win this game. Right, they were in a position where you're going to start 1-2. Coming off a bad loss to Tampa, fine. I'll give Lions credit. Jared Goff played well. Offense played well. And more importantly, they stuck to the game plan, which is the most effective game plan, which is run, 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 and more running. Put the ball down their throats and you will win. Montgomery was feasting. Gibbs was feasting. You have this 1-2 attack that you just keep relying on and they will get shit done for you. As for the Cardinals, we need more offense. Kyler, you need to step the fuck up. Grow a couple inches so you can see over your fucking offensive line. Make the play to Marvin Harrison Jr. Say, fuck it, Harrison's up there somewhere. Throw it up. I wanted more from this Cardinals team to at least to cover. Kept it close, fine. They lost by a touchdown. Good win for the Lions. I'm not discouraged by the Cardinals yet. I'm still going to continue to bet them. But if Kyler plays like this, no way they'll reach the level they're expecting. No way. Lions, keep doing like this. If you play every game like this, running, defense, you're going to win the Super Bowl. No doubt in my mind. Next game. Massive upset in the ICU Bowl where the Niners lose to the Rams. Rams 7-11 fucking wide receivers balled the fuck out. Niners blew another huge lead. They blew a huge lead in this one. Ooh, Niners are 1-2. They looked bad. They looked really bad in this game. I don't give a fuck if they lost by a field goal. They were 6-point favorites. Yeah, McCaffrey was out, Kittle was out, Debo was out, but Rams had Kupp and Puka out. It's even. You still have weapons. Juwan Jennings had a legacy game. Ayuk is nowhere to be found, but that's not here nor there. And the Mason kid running back is pretty good. Niners are frauds. They are. You lose to the Vikings, fine. I knew the Vikings were much better than people expected. But this Rams game was a mess. They shit the bed this game. Completely shit the bed. Niners have to play better and stop blowing leads. I'm going to blame the defense here. The defense was pretty healthy. There was no serious injuries on the defense. It was the offense that was more or less the problem. Right? Defense just couldn't do it. Rams outplayed this Niners defense, and Niners are on fraud alert. They're on big fraud alert because 1-2 with a loss to the injured Rams is bad. Yeah, Niners better shape the fuck up because at this rate, they're not going to make the playoffs, or they will, but will barely squeak in and have a tough matchup all the way through the entirety of the playoffs. Good win, Los Angeles. You needed that one badly. I don't know how well you're going to do because, again, your two receivers are still out. But you've clearly showed that if you're able to establish Kyren Williams, give him the ability to run, you can win the game. Simple as that. Whether you're playing from in front or coming from behind, Rams are not chokers. So, good win by the Rams. Surprising win by the Rams, but it's been a surprising NFL Week 3. So what's new at this point? Ravens versus Cowboys. The Cowgirls got fraud checked badly. They looked horrible. Ravens were cruising until the very fourth quarter when Ravens decided, fuck it, I'm going to do the same thing we always do and just give the game away. This close. They were this close to giving the game away. I really thought that the Cowboys were going to somehow manage to pull off this upset. They didn't. Cowgirls are frauds. They are shit. The defense is horrible. Forget about the Cowboys offense. Cowboys offense is not a problem necessarily, besides CD, who seems to be becoming a locker room cancer and a massive problem. The defense is nothing, and I mean nothing, like it was last year. They're getting bullied left and right. They're getting bitched by every offense. Cowboys are on a downward spiral, and again, similar to the Eagles, are brewing. The drama is brewing, and it's all but a matter of time till it all blows up. McCarthy needs to get fired and needs to find himself a job flipping burgers at McDonald's because head coach of the Cowboys is not cut out for him. Ravens. Good win. Is it a great win? No. You know why it's not a great win? Because you blew the lead. If Ravens won this game 28-6, 28-15, 28-13, 28-14, I'd be like, yeah, Ravens dominated. They're finally finding their form again after 2 early shitty losses. But this was not. All you prove is that you're the same old Ravens. You score a lot and then you blow the lead. You're lucky this time you won the game, but similar to last week, you're blowing leads. They keep playing like this, they're going to lose more than they win. That's no question about it. If they're continuing to blow these leads. Again, game in which it was the battle of the frauds. It was a pure battle of the frauds game. Cowboys are ass. Ravens are trash as well. Lamar is not good, but at least the Ravens are not 0-3, 1-2, but the clock management needs to be better for Baltimore. And the just overall fourth quarter offensive game plan needs to be so much better for the Ravens because they're going to continue to blow games at this rate. Sunday Night Football. Chiefs versus Falcons. As somebody who preached that the Falcons are going to cover the +3 and win this game, it does hurt a bit that they lost. That fourth quarter drive, not the very last one, the second to last Atlanta Falcons drive, which ended in a 4-and-out, not a 4-and-out, like a fourth down failed conversion, was such bullshit. The refs missed a blatant pass interference call. The cornerback has his hands on the receiver as the ball's coming in, pushing him backwards. And not only that, has his back to the ball. Not once does he turn around, which constitutes a pass interference penalty. All 31 other teams commit this same infraction. They call it a penalty. Yet the Chiefs get away with it. I am sick and tired of this bullshit every fucking week. I am not a Chiefs hater, but it's ridiculous that the narrative and the storyline is always Chiefs and the refs, Chiefs and the refs, Chiefs and the refs. I'm sick of this bullshit. And for one time, I want to see a game that where Chiefs are involved in that's not ending in referee controversy. I mean, seriously, how many times do the refs have to call it in favor of the Chiefs? It's not fair, and it takes away from the viewing experience. Falcons played well. At times, their offensive looked lackluster. They could have played better. Fine. But the issue at the end of the day was the ref ball. If it wasn't ref ball for Kansas City, Atlanta would have won. Atlanta have a good team. 1-2 is not the definition of how good they've played. I like this offense and I like the defense. Atlanta's a dangerous team, and they are going to probably win the NFC South and could make a good playoff run. I really see them making a playoff run if their offense could just sharpen up just a bit. Because this game, it was right there for them, in their hands, but the refs took it away from them. Chiefs, you're 3-0, but it's a bullshit 3-0. It's ref ball continuously, but what's new? Chiefs are going to continue to get fucking glazed by the refs. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to win the Super Bowl. We already know the script. We already know the narrative. I'm tired of the same old bullshit. I'm tired of the Chiefs and the refs. I want fair, even play. Refs need to hold the whistle and stop throwing flags. I'm done talking about this game. Let's move on to our Monday night analysis. Okay, we're going to start off with the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Buffalo Bills. I got this game right, and what the actual fuck was that, Jacksonville? Are the Jaguars washed? I mean, it looks like it. 0-3 is horrible. But the worst part about this 0-3 is that you didn't just lose to Buffalo. They lost to Buffalo so fucking badly. They lost by 37 goddamn points. And one of those fucking points was a fucking garbage time touchdown. Bills absolutely blew the fucking roof off this place. And that's not that the Jaguars offense played horrible. They didn't play well, but the Jaguars defense just got bent over backwards Clinton style. I mean, it is horrible what happened to them. Bills just looked so dominant. And I gotta admit, I was wrong about this Bills team. This offense is really fucking good. James Cook is a serious running threat. You have Keon Coleman, who's good enough. Kincaid is a beast. Shakir is low-key fire as well. Damn, just when you thought the Bills were out, they're right back in. Josh Allen's the MVP favorite as of right now. Will he win it? We'll see. You know, he hasn't started his turnover tirade as he usually does, but we'll see. Josh Allen has played amazing. The Bills absolutely dominated this game. And as of right now, our front runners for the AFC East and our front runners in the AFC in general, because the way this offense is playing, I'd be terrified. Terrified. Defense as well. Defense played very well. Damar Hamlin got an interception. Trevor Lawrence is officially the first quarterback to be intercepted by a person that came back from the dead. So that's pretty cool. You know ESPN's going to be glazing him all fucking day now. Great performance. Great performance by Buffalo. Defense played amazing. Offense played even better. Jaguars, it might be time to rebuild. And it might be time to reconsider your franchise quarterback. Because he is showing us that he's not great. I think he's lost like his last 7 or 8 starts in a row. It's been bad. It's been real bad for T-Law. I hope he does well. I think he still is a generational talent. But I guess he just needs to get his head in the game. Because right now, the offense looks horrible. Defense looks even worse. Yeah, Jaguars got a lot of work to do. While Bills look fucking amazing. Now let's move on to my favorite game of the week. The Commanders versus the Bengals. I told y'all. The Commanders are going to win this game. You don't believe me? Go watch the fucking prediction video. I told y'all. The Commanders are the better team. Stop sleeping on Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels is the best quarterback in this QB class, rookie class. Not even a doubt. Not even a doubt. The kid's pocket presence is unbelievable. And that's what's going to make him super successful. He's a running quarterback who can throw. The kid is a pocket passer. He stands in the pocket. He makes all his reads, steps up, and throws the ball. Only when he's waited too long and none of his reads are open, he runs. This is what's going to make him super effective. He's not a running back who wants to pass. He's a passer who has to run. That's the key difference. Unbelievable performance. This was a one-of-one performance. I think he finished the game with like a 91% completion rate. He essentially had barely any incompletions, and the only incompletions he did have were like bombs down the field that should have been touchdowns. He played amazing. The Commanders' offense played amazing, just like I knew they would, right? You have a dynamic running game with Brian Robinson, Austin Eckler. It's fucking beast. I hope Austin Eckler's okay, though. You have Scary Terry. You have other receivers. Ertz as like a blanket receiver that you just need to dump off to pick up a couple of yards. The offense is built to perfection. I knew they had the pieces because I saw it last week. If Kingsbury can score points, this team is going far, far, far. My only concern for the Commanders would be the defense. But let's be fucking honest. Who cares about the defense? If JD is going to cook even more, who the fuck cares if the defense sucks ass? It's going to matter eventually, but I'm taking Jayden Daniels all fucking day. I have been betting on the Commanders. I'm going to continue to bet on the Commanders. And guess what? Commanders to win the NFC East ain't looking that bad no more. I know some of y'all were clowning me, but put some goddamn respect on the Washington Redskins and my name because we are gonna win. Not we, I'm not really a Commanders fan. I'm just a Jayden Daniels fanboy. Enough with this Commanders team. They make my dick hard. This team is fucking unbelievable. I love them. Bengals played very well this game. This is the first game. I mean, I guess not the first game. They played well against the Chiefs also. But Bengals played up to their part. Is the defense a bit shaky? Yeah, but there were certain plays where it was like you couldn't do anything about it. Daniels was just on fire. So I don't necessarily blame the defense. Offensively, they played well. Burrow looked good. Chase looked good as well. The running back, Zach Moss, was killing them. He'd kill him on the ground. He'd kill him through the passing attack. He played a great game. The issue is that, similar to last week, similar to the week before, Bengals got outplayed. They got completely outplayed. And that is the key. I'm not worried about Bengals. They start 0-3 every fucking year. They'll be just fine. It's going to be tougher to make the playoffs, but they're in a division that's very interesting right now. So I think Bengals should be fine. And again, they just ran into a powerhouse that is Washington. People just don't realize Washington's a powerhouse yet. They will soon enough. With that being said, that's it for our recap of Week 3 of the NFL season. I made some big monies, made some big boy predictions. Y'all better give me some fucking respect in the comments. Hell yeah, boy. With that being said, I'll see y'all next time.